Mr. Rodney King, face the camera. We're now at the Rodney King collection in Oklahoma City. Anybody who doesn't know Rodney, after we walk through here and listens to this video, is going to know just what a crazy sucker he is. Go ahead, Rodney. It's the rest of it's yours.
This is Radio Electric Clock Corporation. Actually built this. It's a hip toggle mercury switch. And I have another one hanging. There's the only two I've ever seen in all the years of collecting. But it has a torque. And I have some papers from torque. We think, Elmer and I, we've looked at the moon, we think these guys originally worked with New York Standard because everything is so fine. And then behind you, I think, this is the only Stromberg I've ever seen with a pendulum that's not that ugly silver and black. I can get it open, but it's much crap in the way. I told Les to don't even look at my pendulums. All the mercury pendulums here.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Rodney.
I have never seen it.
Yeah, it's usually this has been black.
Yeah. And with that cherry case, of course that's a Seth Thomas case, but I think Seth Thomas built even their movements. I really do. I don't think Stromberg built their own movements because they weren't into that anyway. But I don't have the leader.
Well, what's his name from Chicago?
That's right.
That worked for
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he said they built them.
But why would they? They weren't into clock people. They were just timers. There's a
Yeah,
ITR.
it's gorgeous. Got the chrome-plated pendulum and the weights.
And
Lovely.
let's go into the foreign clock room. This way. This is my new baby. It's an ATO striker. I told you about this.
Oh yeah, you're talking about this. No way.
Just like, yeah. It actually has maybe off an hour. No. And it strikes one every second only.
Yeah.
Look at that engraved back there.
I mean, the dial is nice. It's a brass dial. Of course, this is the ATO wall. This one is funny because it looks like a regular ATO, but it's made in Japan. But it's identical copy.
Yeah.
That's a slave. It doesn't have the contact points. Yeah. It looks like the regular movement, but it doesn't have any contact points. This one would send a signal to it, so you had extra batteries that ran that thing. But it
What in the world is this fag?
that is a high dollar Swiss. I'll show you.
Yeah.
I've got two of their. That's the one I tried to sell you. I'll show you this clock. I tried to sell you. And I just ran out of time. Put pendulums on. But I've got so many of these.
What's that?
Oh, what are they? TNN, and they run by several different names. But and then I've gotten to buying every one of these I can find. But I can't find that many of these Accutine.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like those.
They're hard. You just don't see them. I don't guess people bought them because you could buy the same clock with a time and strike movement in it for the same amount of money.
So that's basically a quartz clock, about
It's
60s.
It's not. It's a.
Vibrating wire.
No, this one has the. This one is the tuning fork.
Oh, the
Has
magnetic.
Yeah, it has that funny little whip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And somewhere I have a real big one, which is unusual. This is a German AEC or something like that. It has a handmade electric motor on the top that is 110 50 hertz. And what it does, the problem is when it winds when it strikes, but it strikes bam, 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 bam because the difference. So I don't run that one. Another ATO, a Brazilian, a Boule.
I've got a couple
I love the
of
case.
those.
Yeah, I've got a different one in there, but I love the case on this thing. These are electric wine cuckoos.
No,
Just-
I've never seen an electric wine cuckoo.
And what's so funny is they may look bad, but they all work. Baby. Battery compartment and just winds it up.
Huh, hold on.
these are the only three I've missed one that I didn't get.
Well, how in the world do you know what you're looking at whenever they come up?
You know, I usually they'll tell you.
This is an eBay purchase, or
Yeah. All of these are eBay purchases, by the way. I've never found them anyplace else. There's my gents.
Oh yeah.
You got. What else is down here? Okay. This is the money shelf.
Wow.
How about this little ATO bracket? Have you ever
Oh
seen?
yeah. You had that one. Didn't you have that one in St. Louis?
No, I sent this one up to the National and way up a couple of years ago. But it's got what I like about these, and this is Herman Miller, is that Herman Miller actually put a different little movement that the battery just fits in.
Excuse me.
So it's a little smaller movement than usual. But I've got this little one, this little deco, little Gothic one, and of course this one and that one, but I bought this one at Springfield last year.
I remember
for
that.
$90.
Yeah, I remember. You were right in front of me. You tripped me as I was going for it.
Yeah, there's and I love these little clocks. Those are excellent little Swiss movements, 9-volt. Just real good, just really. This now, okay, here's one, a Deco carriage clock, but it has that Rinsey movement in it.
Okay. I've got a big collector
me see if you-
accumulation of
Oh yeah, interesting.
battery fit ups.
They just, these were just so experimental back, and they didn't sell well. People didn't trust them, so to find one, of course, and I can get this one to running. It just sucks juice. That's the American Clock Company crystal regulator.
Oh yeah.
And the Tiffany works, but it's so loud. Here's my Eureka
Oh yeah.
and my
Did you just get a
Henry Warren.
That's not the Eureka you got from Russ Junk. That was a dome clock you got from Russ.
Yeah. I got this one from Steve Berger.
Oh, nice clock.
And I can get the Teletron to run, but they don't keep time, Lord.
No.
Oh, and I actually have one of these
That's 70s, 60s?
that actually runs. A movement is good in it. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Because they have a little fiber wheel that wears out. So somebody said, "How come you don't run it?" And I said, "Because."
Yeah.
Still runs.
Yeah, it runs.
that?
Forget it.
Who made that, Rodney?
It's
Portascape.
It's out of Europe. The Italian designer. The design is more
Yeah.
important than the clock.
Yeah. Portascape, but
Yeah,
they called it
and
Sectron.
he made 2 or 3 different really nice ones, different designs. And then this clock right here is one that you will not. I'll show you in the book. This was only made. It was pre-war, World War I, and he's just started up the factory, and of course it stopped. And what's so funny about this one is you never see them. Most of them are European. It's running. It just winds. Now it's not running, but it's also a striking model. When it's running, it winds a spring.
Okay.
And I forgot who the manufacturer is, but it's in the English books. But this one has, besides the dust, has a jewelry store out of New Jersey, I think, or someplace. Beautiful clock. Whole thing.
Yeah.
You can't get the movement and the case together to check it.
Yeah.
I can get the pendulum to move, but
It's a weird looking pendulum, too.
yeah.
Oh, nice bull.
Yeah,
That
this
is.
is a hard one to find. The
Oh,
Midland.
that's a cool one.
Yeah. Well, I've got a white one if you want.
No, I don't want another one. And this is I believe it's the descendant of the Aaron's clock. It's got that funky electric 110 motor setting up in top that's all handmade, comes down, and it's got a regular a German movement in it, but it just winds it.